Yeah, my name is IYJON, aka John T. Enough people know me as John T. I'm a producer slash bass player. I give up the bass for a while now, and I'm singing right now. I have a album out, so I'm trying to promote that. And the whole thing is now I try to deal with the youths them. Yeah, we have this thing where we do every year. We start last year, and this year is the big thing, right? Youth promotion, the 13th of July. People them loving it last year, so we're gonna do it the 13th of July this year. K Vibes, Italian, Beacon Monarch, which is Zion Mountain artist, and Zionist, Zion Mountain artist, and Madlow, and a couple more artists. So I just feel like it's gonna be a success, because K Vibes have a vibes, I like the way K Vibes sing, I like the way she perform, and we really can do stuff together, so that's why I choose K Vibes. Well, the band is a great band, trust me. So the band played last year was wicked, people them love it, and the musicians, they are great, good musician, so just come out and enjoy. Well, you can expect to be entertained, because last year it was great, the people that left with a good feeling, so it's going to be the same this year. Nothing going to be changed. It's going to be better this year. You understand? Because that's what Zion Mountain is about. It's about good entertainment, good food, drinks, everybody feel good leaving here. And it's all about the youth, take the youths off the streets and all of that. So that's what we're really doing. I'm really into this thing by playing a long time, all these years I'm playing, although I usually sing before. Then I was doing some promoting other artists. Then, and I say, why not just work on myself? I work on myself, and to reach at this stage, I said, oh, the youths them, so we have to do it for the youths. So that's why I'm trying to get other people involved, like the younger people more than myself, involved into this. I'm from St. Thomas, Jamaica. I usually roll with slickers in those days, and by High Times in those days, Earl Chinnasimit in those days, you understand? So VP, they name Randy's in those days. I went to Randy's studio. So I was in the vibes, but I was in the country, you understand? So it was kind of hard to leave the country to go to town to deal with the music. So these kids in this time have more opportunity to deal with the music in my time, more than my time. Because they can sit right in their bedroom and make their music. You understand? But it's a pleasure. It's really a pleasure and a blessing to reach so far that I could even introduce the kids to this kind of music and what we are doing in the studio. Well, I grew up in Spring Garden. I was born in Trinity, grew up in Spring Garden. I went to Spring Garden school. I didn't go to high school, but I go to elementary school and start to work from there. Man like Gregory Isaac, Bob Marley in those days, of course. Peter Touch, CM Group. Third World was one of my group, and Leroy Sibbles in those days too, Heptones, of course. Sound system in my era was was bandstand. Hey, I think enough people don't know about Teenager Bandstand, man. Teenager Bandstand was in my era. Those days, growing up as a youth was Teenager Bandstand. Don't beat the ruler. In those days, it's so funny. Eh? And then we have Tipper.
From the Bronx?
Well, I don't know if I'm telling you the truth. I don't know. I was a youth those days. I don't know if it's Coxsone,
okay,
but I remember Don't Beat. It was all ska.
They must cox in that.
Yeah, it was all scat.
Okay.
You know, and some slow kind of waltz thing, you know. And then I come in the generation when I start to listen to King Tubby's, Harrods and all of them set, you know. Well, that influenced because with a man called Uri. Yes, yeah, really influenced me, man. Wow, Uri was like electric back in the days, man. Uri just captured the whole thing, man. Uri have it. I'm telling you, Uri, because Uri was like one of the first DJ. I don't know if you have one before him, but Uri was one of those guys, man. I was into the music big time, but I never get the chance to really record. I understand, 'cause I did have a group back then. I didn't get the chance to record, to really record, because when we really go in the city, you have to be waiting and hoping somebody listen to you. You understand what I'm saying? And then if somebody do listen to you, it's like you have to be just hoping that they like what they're hearing. Because I do a single for 90 Observer's label in those days. You know, I didn't hear about that single again. I don't know if it still have it. I don't know if it do good. I don't know if it do bad. You know, it was a group though. Oh man, that group was, I don't remember this. I think it was King Rasta.
You forget.
I know this song was. It was a long time because that song was actually built like Carolina. You know the song, Oh Carolina, you know, from creation I am a we have Chinosimit, oh wow, Chinosimit, Fullwood and those guys. Those guys played that rhythm for 90 Observer's label in those days. Yeah, I want to say what's up to the Most High, because without the Most High, nothing possible. And I want to big up my wife, and I want to big up the Zion Mountain crew, which is the artists them. Changa, big up yourself. And I want to tell Zion, big up yourself for the help, you know, Derek and everybody when on the Zion Mountain crew. You know what I say? Delhi and the whole works.